in Monastic online classes, and we are doing continuity of our grammar chapter, that is narration. In narration of today, you have got 2 chapters completed, and now I'm going to talk to you people about the rules from the general part, that is general rules. In general rules now, we are going to talk about the third rule, that is change of adverbials. We have already talked about change of person, change of tense, and today's talk is based upon change of adverbials. So let's enjoy our class. Thank you. Ready? So this is rule number 3, change of adverbials. Talking about this change of adverbials, what you can understand, we are going to talk about the adverbs which are used in the reported clause by the speaker. And then we are going to concentrate upon the adverbs of time and process here in this regard. So what happens, sometimes we can find that speakers can use, or they are using their like today, like tomorrow, like yesterday, like now. So whenever we find that this type of adverbials are used at the moment, how we can be able to change them into the indirect speech. So the very first thing you have to understand about this change of adverbials, and it's very much similar to change of tense, and that is when the reporting verb of DS is in the present or future. When the reporting verb of DS is in the present or future tense, we should not change the adverbs used in the reported clause of DS. For example, here it comes like, he says to me, I will meet you tomorrow. What you find that in this direct speech, this is a reporting clause, this is a reporting clause, and the verb used in the reporting clause is in present tense. So this is in the present tense. And my point is that whenever you find the reporting verb is in the present tense, we should not change the adverbs used here in the reporting clause. There is no requirement, there is no need of changing the adverbs of time used here in the reporting clause into the ideas. And we can change it into the ideas like that. He says to me, should be changed into he tells me, that I should change with he will meet, you should change with me, that tomorrow, it remains unchanged. This adverb remains unchanged. Why it remains unchanged? Because the reporting verb is in the present tense. As it is in the present tense, that's why there is no requirement of changing the adverbs of time of the reporting clause of DS into the ideas. I want to give you another example for for adverbs of place like this. She will say to Ravi, come here. You can find this here, which is the adverbs of place. And this adverb of place should not be changed into the ideas because the reporting verb is in the future tense. So, as the reporting verb is in the future tense, there is no requirement of changing the adverb of place into the ideas. And for this, the ideas becomes she will tell Robbie, or you can as imperative sentence, then she you can write here, she will order Ravi to come here. So this here is unchanged here as here. Tomorrow is unchanged here as tomorrow because the reporting verb is in the present and future tense. That's why the very first rule is that when the reporting verb is in the present or if it is in the future tense, we should not change the adverbs of time and adverbs of place mentioned during the reporting clause of DS to get them changed into the ideas. So it's about the very first part that we have to understand about adverbials. But be careful. Whenever you find that the reporting verb is in the past tense, if the reporting verb is in the past tense, at the moment we need to get them changed into the ideas. So how we can change them into the ideas? Now I'm going to talk to you people about like that. So when you find that the reporting verb is in the past tense, at the moment tomorrow should be changed into the other way, here should be changed into another way. So class, let's just concentration on this one. When the reporting verb is when the reporting verb is in the past tense, the adverbs of time and place mentioned in the reporting clause of DS should be changed into the ideas in the following ways. These are verbs in the reported clause of DS, adverbs in the reported clause of ideas. And here it becomes, if there you find today, it is changed into that day. If there is tonight, it is changed into that night. If you can find that there is tomorrow, it is changed into the next day or into the day after or the following day. When you find there is yesterday, it should be changed into the the previous day, the day before. If you find where it is, simply you can get it like the day after tomorrow. It can be changed as in 2 days time. If you find that the day before study, you can find the day after tomorrow in 2 days time, the day before study in 2 days before. Then after you can find the next day, week, month, year can be changed as the following day, week, month, year. If you find the last day, week, month, year, the previous day, week, month, year. Like you see, you can keep there. If there is now, you can change it into then. If there is plus, you can change it to so. If now, if you get there ago or it, you can change it into before. Like I said, there you can find hence or thence. Then you can change it into thence. If you find there like here or there, then we can change into there. When you find that there is like there you can find like instance here and there. This, that, it should be changed into that, like these, those, into those. Like you see, if you find that there is like CO and income in, we can change it into both. Only for sometimes in the imperative sentence, in the imperative sentence, in the imperative sentence. So these all are the ways through which we can change the adverbs of time and adverbs of places mentioned in the reported clause of DS into the ideas. But the main part is about reporting verb should be in past tense. If you find the reporting verb is in the past tense, only then you can change the adverbs used in the reported clause of DS into the ideas like this way. Where you can find today should be changed into that day, tomorrow into that night, tomorrow like the next day, the day after, the following day, yesterday like the previous day, the day before, the day after tomorrow, like in 2 days time, the day before yesterday, like the 2 days, like the 2 days before, the next day, week, month, year, the following day, week, month, year, last day, week, month, year, the previous day, week, month, year. Like I said, now we change into then, thus into so, ago or it into before, hence and thence into thence, here and there into there, this and that into that, these and those into those, come only for sometimes when you are using it into the imperative sentence, it can be changed into go. For example, I want to give you one example to make you understand about that one. How this comes to be changed into go. And for this, you can take one example. For example, this is GS. He said to me, come here. So what you can find is a sentence that's GS, direct speech, and this reported clause is in the imperative sentence form. As it is in the imperative sentence form, and the reporting verb is in the past tense, while we are changing this into the ideas form, at the moment it becomes, according to the imperative sentence, we can change the reporting verb. Come here, it seems like an order. So you can simply change the reporting verb as order. He ordered me to join the reporting clause. The reporting clause we can use there. To comes to be changed, and we have already talked that in the imperative sentence we can change this come into go. Here should be changed as there. So the right answer of this one, he said to me, come here, into the ideas form becomes he ordered me to go there. Is the way we can change the narration. Mainly whenever you find that there is that verbs like here into there, and sometimes this verb come is also changed into go. It's an exceptional case, so you can understand like that. I want to give you another example, very simple example, like as I already discussed with you before. He said to me, I will meet you tomorrow. So while you are changing this into the ideas form, then it becomes, it's an assertive sentence, so simply you can change this say to into told. He told me that this I should be changed with he, that he will should be changed into would, he would meet. You should be changed according to me, he would meet me. Tomorrow is as the day, he would meet me the day after. Is the way that you have put this adverb of time, you change into the day after into the ideas. Is the way through which you can change the adverbs mentioned there in the reported clause of DS, change them into the ideas. And that's all. Thank you.